One of the most challenging things on the wig journey is the sheer number of choices available. All different types of fibers, different companies selling wigs, so many options, and it can be really hard to know what is going to work best for you and what is worthy of your hard-earned money. Well, there is a type of wig out there that many people aren't aware of. It is called the human hair synthetic blend. Envy has mastered these human hair heat-friendly synthetic blends, and they just launched a couple of new styles. So I thought I would take this opportunity to not only show you 𝖫, which is brand new, but also tell you a little bit about these blends and why it might be something for you to consider if you're into more luxury wigs. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to make this video for you today and to share this information with you. I am a really big fan of these Envy hair blends. I had Zoe from Envy made in the blend. It's basically a 70% heat-friendly synthetic, 30% human hair blend. A number of years ago, I posted about that wig all the time. I wore it over and over and over and over and over. I wore it constantly for a couple of years and absolutely fell in love with that wig. I tell you from first-hand experience, these Envy hair blends are really, really incredible. They're also really, really expensive. These are very much luxury pieces. So if you're more into budget wigs, this one isn't going to be for you. But if you have the means and you do like to consider higher price point wigs, then I do want to take an opportunity to give you my experience with these blends and the pros and cons so you can make a good informed decision. I will link this wig in the description box to 𝗆𝖺. I do have a coupon code that will save you 30%, and you can go check her out. There are quite a few other styles available in what is called the Envy hair blends. So if you wanted to check out some other styles, maybe 𝖫isn't exactly the style for you, there are some other options. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. First of all, let's take a look at this lace front. There's the lace front. I plan to cut the lace a little bit. It's a little bit visible on me. Not terrible, but a little bit visible on me. And so I plan to cut it back with a pinking shears. I did that with my Zoe as well, and then this one won't be visible at all anymore. So just keep in mind, if you ever find lace on your wigs visible, just cutting them back with the pinking shears, which are the scalloped edge scissors, can make all the difference. I actually have a video showing how I do that, and I'll make sure it's linked below. So this is inside the cap. So we've got lace that goes temple to temple. We do have a full monofilament top, so you can part this anywhere you want on the top. We've got soft ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and the rest is fully hand tied, 100% hand tied. This cap is incredible. I love this cap. It is super, super, super comfortable and very, very realistic looking. And that is key. So one of the benefits of a cap like this, aside from comfort, because there's just something about a wig that doesn't have any wefting. It feels like your own hair. When you touch your head, you just don't feel the cap. Now, of course, there's some seams here and there, but overall, you're not feeling anything when you put your hands in here. And it can really be helpful if you're outside and it's super windy, because you're not going to see the cap at all. This can blow any direction. Now, keep in mind, if you can see the tag on this when I'm doing this, or you see something through this, you're seeing the tag. I would just cut the tag off. Then that way there's no risk. But it's just so incredible to have a wig that you can play with, that you can style. I mean, you could style this up in braids or updos, and you're not going to have to worry about seeing wefting and navigating around parts of the cap that might be visible. You really can do just about anything with this. And if you're ever worried about someone touching your head and feeling that you have a wig on, they can put your hand right on your head and they will not feel anything but your head. Just something really special about that. And because of the cap construction of this wig, there is no Permatease, so you don't have any Permatease on this one. I would consider this a medium density. It's not a light density piece, but it's also not a ton of hair. It's very, very natural. It has a very natural curl pattern, wave pattern, I would call this. Let's talk about fit. Envy in general is known for running pretty true to average overall. I would say that these hand-tied Envy hair caps do run a little small. This cap is fitting me really, really well. I have cinched it in very slightly, and I am getting a little bit of extra cap here. Not a lot. Like, you can be a little bit bigger on your over the top of your head measurement than me and fit into this, but I wouldn't be a lot bigger. This does have stretch, so it can stretch some, but in general, I would say this is running slightly smaller than average. Not average petite, but definitely slightly smaller than average. I don't get the best coverage on the sides with these caps. You can see my bio hair here. And for me, that's not a big deal because I blend my bio hair. I would just use it doesn't blend with this color, but I would just use root touch-up powder and then it's gonna blend fine. Let's talk a little bit about why you would spend the money on a wig like this. Because let's face it, it's a lot of money. And we have a lot of choices. So why would you get this wig over a human hair wig that you might pay a similar amount for? Well, first of all, because this is made with 70% heat-friendly synthetic, the style is baked in. So if it comes with a curl or wave pattern, it's baked in just like if it were 100% heat-friendly synthetic. I don't exactly know how they accomplish that, honestly, but however that is done, I am here for it. Because that means you don't have to style the hair. If you get a straight piece, same thing. That is baked in. I washed my Zoe many, many, many times over the course of the few years I was wearing her all the time. She always looked fabulous. She always washed up beautifully. It is very, very, very rare to be able to get a human hair wig that washes, especially if you like to wear your hair straight, that washes perfectly straight and smooth. Most human hair, most people's hair dries with a tiny little bit of frizz or a tiny little bit of a bend that isn't always very sleek looking. That is what is most common. So one of the challenges I would say that some people have with human hair is the fact that you do have to style that hair almost always after washing. Whereas these Envy hair wigs, you will not have to do that. It's just like a synthetic in that way. So if you're looking at this thinking, oh, I just love that sort of a messy, undone kind of curl pattern, and I would not know how to achieve that myself, you don't have to know how to achieve it because it's going to be there even after washing. So I would say that's the biggest benefit of these Envy hair wigs. You get the best of both worlds. They feel like human hair. I know that I have said this about synthetic wigs before, and sometimes they do feel like human hair in the beginning, but the more you wear them, the drier they start to feel. And I've always said, just because a wig feels bad doesn't mean it looks bad, and that's really true for synthetic. They do start to dry out really, really fast, and they can look good long past how long they feel good. But my experience with these Envy hair is they continue to feel good. They continue to feel like human hair long past when a fully synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic wig would. So I had no issues with my Zoe. It never felt dry like a synthetic. It never bothered the nape of my neck. One of my struggles with synthetics and heat-friendly synthetics is I find them really irritating on the back of my neck at some point, and usually it's not after that many wears. It's why I don't like synthetic hat wigs, because the hat pressing that wig into my neck is irritating to me. It's why if I'm going to wear a longer style, I usually opt for human hair. It's that I don't love the way synthetic fibers feel after a while on my skin. I didn't experience that with the Envy hair at all with my Zoe. So to summarize, Envy has, I think, really nailed the blends when it comes to heat-friendly synthetic and human hair. I think they've got a really good product. I really do. It's very expensive, and so for you to decide to spend your money on one of these, I think the key really is, are you interested in having kind of the benefits of a human hair wig from a feel and a wear standpoint, but you want the benefit of synthetic in that you don't have to restyle it. You don't have to take, you don't have to straighten it after washing if you want it straight. You don't have to curl it. It's just already pre-styled for you. So all you really have to do is wear it, wash it, and wear it. That is a huge benefit. And for some, it's going to be worth the money, and for others, it's not. And that really is the bottom line, I think, on the whole wig journey. But I'm a fan, and I can speak from experience. And I do think that is the key takeaway. I have experience with these fibers, not just from a reviewer standpoint, but from a full-time wig wearer standpoint. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. She's a cutie. Let's talk about this color. Medium brown. I remember years and years and years ago that I think the first Envy wig I got in this color was just on the tip of my tongue, and now I don't. Chloe. And I loved Chloe, and I love this color. It's a really gorgeous chocolatey brown with some auburn highlights. Very much a kind of an auburn highlight on here as opposed to a blonde highlight. And the brown is a medium dark brown, very chocolatey. This is a warm color in my opinion. It is stunning. If you can do the auburns, the sort of little bit of reddish, if you like your medium dark browns, this could be a great color for you. We can go take a look at this one outside. Just give you a good look at that. It's not rooted, so those highlights go all the way up to the top. Slightly stripey, but I don't think it's over the top stripey, especially when it's on. Just beautiful. I'm not sure how many colors this comes in. Not many, but there definitely are other color choices. So you can just click on the link in the description box to go to the product page and check out your options if this isn't the color for you. Good one. Really good one. Let's get outside. Please let me know if you have questions. Don't forget about 𝖾𝗑teti𝖺. I can save you money with them, and we'll see you in my next video. All right, friends, here she is outside. I've actually been wearing her for the past hour or so. Actually, haven't done my review yet, so I'm about to go in and film my review, the one that you just saw. But I wanted to wear her for a little bit and just feel how comfortable the cap is, even though, like I said, I had an Envy hair piece years ago. I didn't know. Has anything changed with the cap? So she's just a little windblown. It's pretty windy, and I've been out here for a while. We've got the sun going in and out. This color, one of my favorites. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.